All right, so the Rays do lose today. Not how you want to finish up this road trip, but you look at it overall. The entire road trip, playing two divisional opponents, 4-game series against the Red Sox, you win that series 3-1. 3-game series against the Blue Jays, win that series 2-1. And now, just looking where you're at in the division, on the road, you've climbed. You've climbed, and that's all you can ask for. So, while we don't end the road trip how we would like to, rough performance today against the Blue Jays in Toronto. You can't complain. Can't complain. This series was pretty entertaining. I mean, outside of today, where we saw Alek Manoah, I mean, it feels like, I know it hasn't been, but it feels like it's been years since we've played him. I just remember all of last year, like the guy could not find the strike zone, and he went down his whole tumble down into the minors. Outside of today, you look at yesterday, what a comeback, and the day before that, Tyler Alexander, the closest a pitcher has gotten to a perfect game so far this season. What a series. So speaking of that, let's just get into game one, because that's the story. Tyler Alexander. Are you kidding me? Let's just run the line right now. 7 1/3, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks, 105 pitches. Okay? Yes, you hear the 3 earned runs, but you take away that third of an inning and 7 innings into the game. Nothing. A perfect game. No walks, no hits, no men on base. The guy was dealing, and I was enjoying it. And we started getting later. Like, once you get into that 8th inning, you're just like, no one text me. I don't want to go on social media and see anything about Tyler Alexander and a perfect game. Everyone just stay calm and don't talk to one another. Whatever you were doing while he was having the perfect game, just keep doing that. Like, I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm just like, should we put the game on the TV? Because I was just watching on my phone because she was watching something else. I'm just like, she's like, if you want to. I'm just like, no, let me just keep it on my phone. So after he does give up that first hit, things to kind of spiral for him. Schneider with a 2-run homer to make it 4-2 in that 8th inning. Biggio ends up singling to score Varsho, so that made it 4-3. And the Rays bullpen had to step up because you cannot lose this game after that pitching performance. I know it kind of spouted a little bit, but you got to reel it together. Bullpen, do your job, and they did. So for that bullpen, Manuel Rodriguez, just 2/3 of an inning, clean, just 6 pitches. Fairbanks comes in the 9th inning and looks fantastic. Clean inning, 1 strikeout, 6 pitches. Light work. It's good to see Fairbanks looking more comfortable, looking more in control, not walking guys. Sort of the whole story of the beginning of the season with the bullpen. All the guys pretty much getting more and more and more into their groove, and we're seeing that. Fairbanks is a perfect example there. For the Blue Jays, Bassett was their starter. 5 2/3, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, 103 pitches, 3 walks. Not the best outing from him. But honestly, he kept it together through about 5 innings. You look down here, all the Rays scoring, it started in the 6th inning with Aranda, Palacios with that home run, 2-run dinger with Paredes scoring, and then Yandy Diaz with a single to score Wortvet. Overall, Yandy did have a good game, 2 for 5. DeLuca went 2 for 4, and then Palacios, 1 hit, but it was that 2-run home run, so he gets 2 RBIs on the day. For the Blue Jays, not much, obviously, with Tyler Alexander keeping it together, but that home run did come from Schneider, and then Biggio did have an RBI there. So that's it for game 1. What a game. Tyler Alexander. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Pepio's coming back. Probably late this week during this homestand for sure. Who's dropping? We got Eflin. We got Littell. We got Taj. I feel like everyone else is kind of... You can move things around. You can shake things up a little bit. Because it's been Tyler Alexander and Savali. So, once Pepio comes back, Tyler Alexander getting the boot or Savali? Things are going to get interesting. The drama. And let's not forget, it doesn't end there. Jeffrey Springs is still coming back. Drew Rasmussen is still coming back. What is this rotation going to look like? Some big decisions coming up for the pitching staff. On to game 2 now. This was Eflin versus Gosman. Eflin, interesting game. Not his best, but he was still making like quick work of the Blue Jays. 6 innings pitched. Final line here. 9 hits, 4 earned runs, but only 75 pitches. So with Eflin not having his best outing, the bullpen, the story continues. Erasmo Ramirez, clean. Jason Adam, clean. Garrett Clevenger with the save. And that gave the Rays time to put something together, down 4-0, and make a comeback. Started in the 6th inning. Rosario with a single to score Yandy and Harold. Caballero with a single to score DeLuca. And then DeLuca in the 8th inning with that 2-run shot on Pearson. Go ahead, homer. Rays were down 4-3. After that homer, 5-4. And that's what it stays at. DeLuca. What a series from him, too. Here he is right here. He was playing right field today with Josh Lowe not in the lineup. He had a walk. He had the home run. So 2 runs on the day. 2 RBIs because of the home run. It's great stuff from him. Here, Ahmed Rosario, just continues to, on the road, especially on the road, play fantastic. Caballero, 2 for 3. Yandy Diaz this game was just, it was like the most Yandy game. Like it was single this way, single that way, single this way, walk here. Ridiculous. Continuing to bump up that average. Look at this. 3 for 3, 2 walks. Tell me that is not the most Yandy game ever. 3 for 3, 2 walks. Just getting on base. That's our leadoff guy. On the Blue Jays side, Vlad had a great game. 3 for 4. Looking down the list here, Jansen 2 for 4. Schneider 2 for 5. He had a pretty good series for the Blue Jays. Vlad, Schneider, Bichette didn't really do much. Turner didn't do much. Springer didn't do much. He had a pretty good day today, but overall he didn't do much. But yeah, the Rays are able to win this one 5-4. Great comeback. I mean, even with your ace, Eflin is our ace. Having an off game, going down, being able to put something together, bullpen holding it down, and get a comeback win, that was huge. This is what allowed the Rays to win this series, because today, yeah, the comeback wasn't happening. So let's get into that. In this game, Alek Manoah versus Aaron Savali. I mean, like I said, I feel like I haven't seen Manoah pitch in a long time, and the last time I did, it was not good stuff at all. So props to him, honestly, because he was a finalist for the Cy Young at one point early in his career, too. Kind of spirals down, has to go into the minors, figure things out, and now he's back, and the stuff looks like it's there. So made easy work of this Rays lineup today. 7 innings pitched, 1 hit. That 1 hit came from Ortvet. 1 walk, 7 Ks, 103 pitches. Light work of this Rays lineup. That was tough to watch. Savali, same story. Same story, guys. 5 1/3 inning. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks. Oof. And that 4th inning was terrible. It could have gotten a lot worse. Not entirely on Savali. There was an error in there by Isaac Paredes trying to pick a ball at third. But overall, still, it's just we are not seeing what we need to see from Aaron Savali. And earlier in the video when I talk about these guys coming back into this rotation, I mean, yes, we traded you for one of our top... We traded for Savali for Kyle Manzardo, obviously. One of our top prospects. So Savali is held in high regards for the fan base and the organization. he has high expectations. We gave up a top prospect for you. And things just they haven't come to fruition at all. And it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, with these guys coming back. Are they just going to keep Savali in there because of these expectations, and they need to see things turn around just to say, like, hey, we got something for giving up his top prospect? Because Tyler Alexander, I mean, he's had up and down moments throughout this year. But if we're talking over the last month or so, I mean, I feel like he's been better than Savali, which is pretty crazy to say. So when Pepio comes back, I think they will keep Savali in, and they might make Tyler Alexander a long reliever or something like that. It's great to have this type of depth, but it's interesting to see how it's going to play out. So I can't talk about this game only talking about Manoah, because Vogelback, what in the world? 3 for 4, home run, a triple away from hitting for the cycle. Where did that come from? Vlad Guerrero 2 for 4. Springer had a good day, 2 walks, 1 for 2. I mean, whew, not what I expected going into this game, that's for sure. And then you look at the top of the Rays lineup: Yandy 0 for 3, Josh Lowe 0 for 4, Randy 0 for 4. And I mean, you take away that 9th inning, I mean, Paredes wouldn't have had nothing. Palacios wouldn't have had nothing. And I'm saying wouldn't have had nothing because there was a review in that 9th inning where I think Aranda was out at first, so Aranda wouldn't have had anything either. You could have struck that. But they say it stands, so Aranda's does count. Paredes hits the 2-run home run. Palacios gets a single. And then the game ends with DeLuca, but I mean, if they say that's an out, I'm sure if it was called out on field and it got reviewed, they would have said call stands again. Just stay in the Blue Jays way. That's how those tic-tac reviews go. Would have been the worst offensive performance so far this season for the Rays. So that final out saves them from that classification. But, I mean, you look at big picture, it was a terrible day for the Rays offense. So looking at the standings in the East now, like I said, the Rays have climbed up this board here during this road trip, going 5-2. Now in 3rd place, taking over the Red Sox. They did that last series, going 3-1 against them. Blue Jays have struggled this season. They're at the bottom of the standings there at 20-25. But it doesn't stop there, because tomorrow, a home series against the Red Sox again. So we just saw them in Fenway. Now we see them at the Trop. So this, still close. Let's win another series at home this time against the Sox. And here is this homestand. So 3-game series against the Red Sox there. They have Thursday off, and then a 3-game series against the Royals. I'm going to that Saturday game there. Should be a fun one. Kansas City's they've looked really good this year. A lot of good young talent. Seth Lugo pitching extremely well. And then finishing it off with a 3-game series against Oakland. So see how the Rays come out of this 9-game stretch at home. Hopefully very well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your comments down below. Exciting series overall. Obviously the first 2 games as a Rays fan, but even today's game, not exciting as a Rays fan, but seeing Manoah put together a performance like that, pretty impressive after everything he's been through. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go Rays. Y'all have a blessed one.